might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come I need rest? No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go, let's go! Here we go, here we go. Bring it in. 5-5. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Watch twist. Hey. Watch twist. Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He completes it to Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 55. Express. 55. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Undercrush.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Set. 180. Check 55. Mike. Run your job. Eight. 55.
Newton now to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go! 180! I want to work! 57 Mike. Hey, echo! Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
57, Mike, 57. I'm trying to collect. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Yo. Ran. Hey, seam 6.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Check 3. Alert. Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20. Check 26. Kill. Slam. What is?
They run. Anderson fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Express! Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let's get it.
Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mario Addison has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for second down. Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Trubisky. And Stills bringing it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kerryon Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 20.
Anderson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. 20. Get that ball. 55's Mike, guys. 55.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Lock in, lock in.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's complete. Stills. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Hey, box truck. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
C.J. Anderson, the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson, 92 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Stills over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alpha. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he finds Stills complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now it's Trubisky, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Get up! 180! 50 seconds, come on! Watch the screen!
Here's Trubisky to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
50 seconds. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mario Addison racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out.
Reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here you go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I got you. 8. Check 37.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Complete to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing is Newton. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's it. 180. 55. Hey, eat. All you get is a headache. Hey, come on. Go now. Greg. 20. Record.
On first and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Trubisky will throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. Let's 57.
They go play action with Trubisky. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They go to Johnson again. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Move. Mike 50. Mike 50. Now watch one.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Again, it's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Antoine Woods, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Newton now to throw. Dancing to his left. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
55 is my guy, 55. Check, 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 check.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55.
Bring.
Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Check 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kerryon Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Anderson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Newton. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch the screen.
They snap it to Newton. And this is incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check my 50.
In your face.
Check. Crunch. 18.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Tighten up.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Bravo.
57. Bandit. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Alert.
Let's 57.
Hey, alert.
57. Mike, 57.
Hey, Charlie.
You ain't got nothing. 57's the mic.
They'll try and throw for him with Trubisky. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Showing up, showing up.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Lock in. Lock in.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Far be it from me to second-guess a call. I think the people in the stadium are probably doing the same thing. Did we just see a 1st and 10 quarterback sneak?
For no gain.
Coming to you, coming to you.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 18.
57, 57's mine.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now it's Trubisky. Paul bringing it in. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's our field. It's our field.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Two runs, 2 one-yard losses. This is 3rd and goal from the 3. And they will take a knee here.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Switch 8.
Newton on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a